Welcome back to Houston Life. It's a big weekend for beauty here in the H because the makeup show is back in Houston after 3 years. Now they are bringing 2 days of demos, seminars, and discounts. Today we have James Vincent, Director of Artist Relations, and model Ashley Stroline. They're here with what fans of the industry can expect for us this weekend. How's it going?
Great. We're so excited to be back in Houston. It really is like the nicest city that we come to for the show, and the coolest.
That is, first of all, that's high praise from you because you've worked in this industry, which involves some really big names. I know you don't come off as someone who brags, but why is it such a big deal? Like, what kind of names are going to be there this weekend?
This weekend, we're bringing in so many celebrity artists, and I think, you know, what we try and do is take what we're learning on set, learning on the red carpet, learning on the runway, and then bring it in and teach it to empower makeup lovers, because makeup for me is not about hiding or covering. It's about expressing and showing who you are, and I think Houston loves makeup, and we want to help makeup wearers of every age, every skin tone, figure out how to make themselves look and feel their best.
Well, you're absolutely right, because this show especially, we're always telling Houstonians, hey, go here, the rodeo. People are always having a reason to maybe get glam and get dressed up, and you're going to show us some trends that you say are good for really any age, and everyone can use
any age, any lifestyle, any skill set, because I think sometimes that's what stops people from trying makeup.
Yeah, it can be a little intimidating. And you, before we get into the actual tutorial, James, how did you get into this space?
I was a social worker, and I was writing my dissertation on women of color in the white beauty myth. I didn't see us anywhere. I came from a mixed family, and because of that, I got hired to launch a makeup brand, MAC Cosmetics, and started working with celebrities. One day, a woman came in, and she said, I need a makeup artist, and it was TLC, Salt and Pepper, Monica. Started in hip-hop and just kind of built a career from there.
That's amazing. That's incredible. Well, congratulations, because doing something that you're passionate about is always a gift, but it's not always easy. People don't realize that.
It's what the show is all about. How can you live the life that you want to live? I will not accept a life I do not deserve.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, so let's get into some of these trends.
Right.
We're going to start with eyebrows, right?
Eyebrows. The brow that we're seeing now, Houston loves an eyebrow, and so I wanted to show you the brow that we're seeing for the next few seasons has that real presence that Houston loves, but it's a little bit softer, it's a little bit fuller. Pencils are ideal. This is from Esam Cosmetics. Pencils give volume. They sit on top of the skin.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is just draw in and sketch in these individual hairs. Then you can go in and set it with a powder or a wax. This is from Ashunta Sharif. I'm going to use a little bit of the wax, and I'm using this brush from my Kitco that looks almost like a toothbrush.
That is for eyebrows, that brush?
This is for eyebrows, because that laminated, fuller brow that we're seeing on the red carpet in the runway, that works for every age group. Brows frame the eye, frame the face, provide expression. Softening them a little bit allows people to still get that drama without that heavy hard line.
I can't tell you how relieved I am that big brows are back in.
Too.
As a hairy girl who had to pluck all my eyebrows
100%.
in the 90s, I'm so glad the big brows are in. Okay, so now you're going in with a little bit of brow gel, or what do you got here?
This is a one swipe from Danessa Myricks. We're seeing so much metallic eye this season, and so many of my older clients, like I work with rock stars like Joan Jett, you know, certain age, and they are afraid of shimmer.
I feel the same way. I feel the same way.
Shimmer can be so great for lifting the eye and opening up the eye, and Danessa Myricks really understands, you know, as a woman, she really understands how we have to make makeup work for everyone, and it hides any type of texture on the lid. And then I'm gonna add in this little bit of soft shimmer from Lit Cosmetics.
More shimmer?
Yeah, right at the inner corner.
This is brave, James.
This is the trick. That little bit of light at the inner corner, that Hollywood trick that we use on camera. You see how all of a sudden we're just getting the entire shape of the eye. Wherever you put your brush down is your strongest deposit of color. So that little bit of shimmer, little bit of shine right there works on everybody.
The stick makes it less intimidating for me to get like glitter everywhere.
And there's two sides of the stick. So I use the more dramatic side, but you also have this other side that allows you to go in and really finish the eye.
Oh, get in the crease there.
Yeah.
Outer corner there.
Yeah, I can't see that side, but we'll say that it looks great.
Okay, time is ticking, time is ticking. Another thing you have for cheeks is something bold, something a little more bold and bright.
Yes.
Even in the fall?
Even in the fall, especially for the fall, because we miss that glow, right? We love a glow, and we love a sculpt. And so this is Apple Doll Cosmetics. They're a local Houston brand.
Wow, Apple Doll.
Here's the trick with blush. pinks, reds, anything that looks like blood flushing to the surface goes right to the apple of the cheek.
Okay.
And then you can take a bright color, a warm color. This is Kevin Aquan.
It's beautiful.
They're here with us at the makeup altar. And look how bold that is on the cheek, but you can see even before I blend it,
right,
the color is where the color needs to be. I'm going in with my foundation brush. I'm just buffing that down. And then you kind of have that Rihanna cheek,
oh,
you know?
Yeah.
I worked with Rihanna to launch Fenty Cosmetics, and one of the things that I really learned there is that blush can really help to sculpt and shape. And I think as we get older, I'm keeping it very soft on Ashley, but you can take that as dramatic as you want.
Well, Ashley has cheekbones to high heaven, James, and she'll be at the show getting slayed by you. But also, one cool thing about the makeup show is that you'll be giving discounts to some of these makeup brands, and you don't have to be a professional artist to go in and get those.
No, 40, 50, 60, 70% off. The brands like Danessa Myricks, Makeup Forever, Tem2, anything you need. If you're the bride, if you're on camera, if you're a model who wants to keep working, you know, come and meet these people. It's amazing. We have a Shunta Sharif who works with people from Empire. We have Shika Daly. The lashes are Shika Daly. She is Zendaya's personal. She works with Beyonce. They're at the show showing you what you can do to kind of have that same presence in your own makeup.
That is a beauty lover's dream. I know girls are asking, or people that are just passionate about makeup are screaming at me right now. Tessa, how do we get tickets? How do we get tickets to the show? How do they do that?
You head right to themakeupshow.com or hit us up on Instagram at @themakeupshow. This is Danessa Myricks Liquid Blurring Balm. This is a liquid powder. It's going to keep your makeup set and shine, but it helps blur. And just do that. I'm going to give you a little too, because it's great for camera and every day. It cools the face. It sets your makeup for this Houston heat.
I love that. And it's good for oily skin as well?
For all skin types, for all ages. If you want that little bit of blur, look how gorgeous that is.
This is so awesome. James Vincent, Ashley Stroline, thank you guys so much. Now, don't forget, Makeup Show, The Makeup Show returns to Houston this weekend. It's the 20th and 21st. It's at the Hilton Post Oak. Makeup lovers, check our website, HoustonLife.tv, for a link to purchase tickets. And don't go anywhere. Houston Life will be right back. And I'm also going to get James to touch me up with more of that spritz. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.